Okay, late start, but we finally made it. Let's play some D&D.
Alright.
Okay, so you sent well, you didn't send, but the Goblin army went north. And from your standpoint of where you're at, and I'll unlock tokens so y'all can move freely. Uh, you can hear distant sounds of goblins yelling and fighting going on um, north of you, which you would expect. And you can tell that the goblins are indeed doing their job. So, shall we go north?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, you can see down the hall that it does come to a T, and there is a branch midway in the hall that leads to a door.
Alright, so should we go up to the top one since there's a door on that first branch off? Or should we go through the door first?
Either or. I mean, the door's closed.
Yeah. I remember someone suggested leaving the doors closed until we explore the other places first, so that's why I'm asking.
I just don't like our flank opened. We got flanked by that intellect thing.
Right, yeah, I remember. So, up north then?
Let's do it.
Okay, Anna, you can see as you stick your head out, you can see a long corridor running east and west. And you can see dead goblins to the west.
Okay.
All the G's on the map that you encounter are dead goblins.
Okay, and the red spots are those
You can see where one goblin has crawled along the floor 15 feet before he died.
I see. Okay. All right then. I guess let's we should probably go towards the goblins.
And as you get closer to the goblins, you can tell that they have these strange punctures on them. And you can see where bits of flesh have been ripped off the goblins.
Well, that's unpleasant. All right, I'm gonna use my stealth from here on and try to see what's going on down the.
You're gonna go further
You know,
down the hallway.
Fanta's way back.
What's that?
Fanus is probably loading modules.
No, I'm sorry. I'm here, guys.
And Anna, you're moving fairly stealthily down the hallway. And you can see that it does open up into a much larger room, and peeking around the corner, uh, you can see that there are two more dead goblins in that room.
Okay, and I don't see anything else in here besides the two dead goblins.
Okay, as you move forward, and you're gonna love this.
Grells.
You can see two of these grills, big brain with tentacles and a beak. There's one in the eastern alcove and one in the northern.
Shit. Can
Uh,
I run back real quick before
uh,
combat starts? If not, I'll put it back.
uh, I'll give it to you. And let's see. And the girls start coming down towards you. And let's roll for initiative.
What are grells? Confusing.
Yeah, they're a big floating brain with a wide, sharp beak. It's got 10 long tentacles that are made of hundreds of ring-shaped muscles are sheathed in this tough, fibrous hide. And they got sharp barbs that line the tip of each tentacle. And they appear to float by some means of levitation.
Probably psionic.
Galador, you're up first.
All right. I'm gonna keep it simple first, just to kind of see what's going on. Let's change that to combat. There we go. That's better. Okay. Pull out the small, foot-long glass rod and fire off a ray of frost at the first one here. And that is gonna hit. Look at that. I'm at +7 hit. All right. All right. And then I will move back some. All you guys.
Sorry. Anna, you're up.
Yep. All right. I will. Let's see.
And I guess it's safe to say that you know what killed the goblins.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna shoot this one with my bow, my crossbow. And then I'm gonna take a couple steps back, I think.
And do you want your bat to do anything?
I'll just have him stay out of the way.
Not a
You know,
problem.
actually, I'll have him go further down the other way and warn us in case anything starts coming towards us from the other side.
Alright. And the weasel should be off combat tracker. And Nilphanus.
So none of you guys did anything yet?
We hit it.
Yeah.
Thinking. All right. I gotta do something. Fireball.
Hey, I already used that new tiara that I've got, the with the flame strike or flame.
Oh, the
Whatever.
scorching ray. Yeah.
Yeah, scorching ray. I know I used that once. Have we? And it's supposed to be once a day, right? So have we already had a long rest, or is it still already?
No, we haven't rested at all. I've been keeping track of my spell slots used, so we
Okay.
haven't rested at all since we've been down here.
All right, I just wanted to check.
All right. The Thanos will move up to here. What are the G's?
Dead goblins.
The Thanos will move to here. And oh, it's so tempting. Can I please just cast Fireball?
Hey man, like that's your god's blessing. I mean, and who am I to tell you what your god wants you to do with that blessing?
Well, I'm debating a second level spell or a third level spell. And I've got, you know what? I'm going to do it just because. I'm going to nuke it. Fire.
You're gonna feel bad if you don't get a chance to do it this game.
It's perfect. You guys aren't in the room, right? I mean,
Yeah.
how often?
Hey, I'd rather you do it when I wasn't in the room.
Yeah, go for it.
That will be ground zero, or I'll make that ground zero like that. We'll do it like that. There we go. Can I do it like that on a line, or does it need to be in the center of a...
Ah, you're good.
There we go. That looks better. And then I kind of move it this way in case there's something invisible in the room. All right, so here we go.
Hey, what's that music you're playing?
It's just radio.
All right.
Kind of haunting sounding though, huh?
Yeah, I like it. I was gonna look it up.
The name of it is. Let me look. It's called "Build That Wall." Zaya's theme.
I think I've heard that one before.
Why is Trump ripping off all these different artists' songs when he should be taking that song?
All right, here we go. Well, this is by Bastion. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Here it comes. DC save is 14. Ready?
Yep.
And here comes 8d6 fire damage. Oh, shit. They're still alive.
And not enough to drop them.
No.
Ones, threes, and sixes. That's it.
Now I run the other way.
You pissed them off.
Oh, yeah? I got some more where that's come from. You watch.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. You be slower than usual.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
You would think the fireball might negate some of that too.
And okay, Avara, you see these tentacles coming at you.
Of course.
Ooh, and they miss, and he's gonna try a second attack with the beak, and nada. And grill 8. Let's move the goblin body out of the way.
I'm thinking about throwing one of the goblins at it.
And Avara.
Oh, I wish I took the catapult cantrip. Just fling dead goblins at people.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Okay, she's
Damn
gonna
it,
try
next
to
time.
reach out and touch someone. Oh, really?
Damn, I forgot to turn on the fumble table.
It's all right. We had enough issues.
Yeah, I used to run them all the time until a barbarian landed a crit with triple damage and pretty much one-shot my level 4 big bad guy.
Okay.
Especially if they hit that and brutal critical, then that'd be insane.
And no kidding.
All right. Let's do this, I guess. I'm just making sure I'm doing it right, that's all. All right, okay, so while holding the glass rod that I have, I'll draw out this little bead of moisture and stretch it out, and it's a long knife made out of ice, and I'll whip it at the back one using throwing an ice knife at a Grell 8, and it's a hit. No. All right, but now Grell 1 needs to make the dex save. And it fails.
I think they both have to make it.
Yes, they do. They both do. That's right. So they both fail. Which means they take cold damage. All right. And then I'll move back a little bit. And yeah, that'll be that. I don't think I got a bonus action worth doing right now. Have an ice day.
Oh, that was bad.
Oh, there's so many bad ones.
But I'll give you inspiration for that bad pun.
Is that all it takes?
So hey, if the Grell is next to somebody, does that mean that I get my sneak attack damage?
Yeah.
Cool.
love how easy these things are to hit. Holy jeez.
Unless you roll a 1.
Wow.
Which we seem to be doing a lot of, even at
Yeah,
being.
our damage rolls are pretty bad.
Okay, so can I do like a full move back?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
As she runs past me, I'd be like, "What are you doing?
I
Get
can
back
still
there
shoot
and
him.
stand in front of me."
I can still shoot him from back here.
Well, when you're being chased by a bear, you don't have to run fast. You just have to run faster than the slowest person.
Use minor illusion to have like a pack of hot dogs hanging out of her back pocket or something.
Okay, I'm looking here. How do I want to do this? They've been only moderately damaged.
Well, they're heavily damaged.
Yeah, you're over half on each.
Yeah, I'm just looking at seeing what I've got memorized here. Don't want to use that right now. Ooh.
Firebolt's always good.
I was thinking about giant flaming spear could be kind of fun, but it's only 5 feet, not 10 feet. I could just do scorching rays, light them, which I think I will. So I'm going to step down here to get a clear line of shot, right? Or do I get a minus if I shoot through Avara? Or Winter?
Not normally,
Oh,
I don't
sorry, I
think.
was muted.
Does he get does he consider cover if I shoot through the door?
Only 4.5
No.
foot tall.
No.
No.
I'm gonna do a ray then. I'm gonna shoot at the first one. I got 3 rays, so here comes the first one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait a minute. Hold on. There might be better. That's only 2d6 fire. I think I can get the same damage just with the first level spell, Burning Hands.
I don't want to get off on his plate.
I'm gonna step up onto the to the goblin right here.
Okay.
Does that look like a good cooking cone?
That'll work.
That'll work. All
Yep.
right. I'm going to cast this as a second level spell to add another d6 to the mix. I believe I can do that. Yes. It'll be 4d6 as a second level spell, okay?
Okay.
Here they come. I think I've got them targeted. No, I only got Grill 1 targeted. How come I'm not getting both of them?
Did you target the other one? The cone just shows you the shape. It doesn't automatically target.
There, I got them both.
Yeah.
And I'm no fool, so I'm actually going to step back. So there might be an opportunity from one there.
Yep. And he's going to swing a tentacle at you. Okay, let's move the goblin out of the way and try that again.
Hold on a second here. Can I use my inspiration on that or no?
That's a good idea.
To do what? Try and
Force him to reroll.
no, I'm going to say no on that.
Okay.
And let's see. Nice little bit of damage. Let's do a Constitution saving throw. And
you roll that? Okay.
And you're failed.
Can I use my inspiration on rerolling my con?
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Okay.
And let's see, there we go.
Well, that sucked.
Okay, so you are poisoned, and let's see, you're poisoned for 1 minute, and you are paralyzed.
Oh, I can't move?
And I love these little things. You are grappled as well. He's got you wrapped in some tentacles.
Oh, yeah, now it's their turn, too. This sucks.
And let's see.
It was a valiant effort.
And so he dies.
With him being grappled. Okay, I love it. The grill is moving back into the room.
Well,
And
charred, burning
since
up.
you are grappled, he is dragging you along with it.
Don't I get an opportunity attack?
And half speed, right?
Yeah, I'll give you half speed, and
Yeah, I think
you can do an
Avara would get
opportunity
a,
attack.
Yeah.
Put him to the floor.
Nice.
There you go.
He killed him before he drug
Where
him.
you going nowhere.
D.
And you can,
So they should put me back where I belong.
Getting gangbanged by dwarves.
Actually, I don't know. I think you should stay where he put you just now.
No. The dwarf just killed him before he could get over there.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I totally agree.
And grill 8. I'll just take him out of the way. Slide number 8 up. And he's going after Avara. And we're going to try and peck you now. And that does it for him.
I don't know why. Oh, wait. I had 2 of them targeted. How did I have 2 of them targeted? There's only 1 left. Well, it looks like 8 failed.
Yes, he did.
Oh boy. There's that damage.
It's about time.
Okay, the second Grail falls to the floor.
And Nilphanis is a statue.
A poisoned, paralyzed statue.
It only lasts for 1 minute, though. Is that right?
Yes.
That's good.
Poisoned for 1 minute. Why is it showing 12 rounds, though? Oh, that's the initiative. Okay. Nilphanis, if you want, you can throw a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. You want me to make another save? Or-
Yeah, if you want to roll it. Or we can even do a short rest, and
Well, I was
that's
gonna
long
see
enough
if
for
I
you to
could
recover.
Okay.
Doesn't he have advantage on poison saves as well, being dwarf?
I'm not a dwarf.
Oh, you're not a dwarf? I thought you were a dwarf.
I'm a dwarf.
Yeah, I knew you were a dwarf. I thought you were both dwarves. Nilphanis, are you human or?
Yeah, I'm a human.
Okay, all right. For some reason, I had in my head you were both dwarves.
No worries. I forgive you. Yeah, I don't really have anything memorized to really aid me in poisoning, I don't know if the other dwarf does, but so I guess I'll just make a save.
Yeah, you can make a save, or we can even do a short rest, and that's long enough for the effects to wear off. And that was good enough.
Okay, and I gotta see what my abilities are here. I believe I am a healer. I am.
Yeah.
And let me see if I can bandage myself. I cannot. Can we take a short rest?
Yeah.
I would be okay with a short rest.
One short rest.
All right, so I'll use my arcane recovery.
I so wish Cleric said that.
At the completion, I'm going to use the healer feat on myself. Okay.
Whoa! I just noticed
Okay.
my hit points. Okay. Oh, I'm only down by 6 points. Okay, I was thinking I had 6 points left.
Well, if we're taking a short rest, you can roll a dice and get that back.
Oh yes, let me do that. I took a javelin.
I'm going to use a hit die too. Okay.
All right, I'm back up.
I'm gonna use 2.
I'm going to use another hit die, winner,
Okay.
and I'm going to use another hit die. I'm pretty addicted, so and then that way I save my bandages for later.
I got my level 1 spell slots all back, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
I just used half of my hit dice.
I
No,
used
you
2
just
of
need
mine,
the
but
other
it's better
half.
than you guys using a spell slot or the healer feat.
Well, the healer feat is once per short rest, and I've got lots of healer kits, so no worries on that. But it does, if you use the hit die, then you've got more healing available between the short.
Oh, did we want to take a look at these statues or anything in here?
Yeah, we might as well examine the room, see if we can find anything.
Okay.
Hopefully, Mr. Grell had something.
Mr. Grell's Wild Ride.
You find in the room there are these 5 pillars that are made of mortared humanoid bones, and they're all painted black. And outside of the bones, the Grail and the Goblin bodies, there are no. There is absolutely nothing else of interest in this room.
Okay. I guess we go the other way then. Did my bat notice anything down the other hallway?
Your bat has not alerted you at all. So there's been nothing sneaking up on you.
Let's send him a little bit farther down and see if he notices anything.
Okay, he flies down the hallway, comes back, and through his eyes, you're seeing nothing but empty corridors.
All right, cool.
And you can see to the north there is a door, and then the hallway continues east.
All right, I'll send the bat a little bit further down.
And since you're sending the bat, I'm just gonna uncover a little more of the map. And pretty much you see a winding hallway, and there are 3 total doors and no threats.
Okay.
Let's check the door we passed.
Back to the first door? Okay.
Let's get that out of the way.
I'll
Sorry.
check for traps.
Yeah, make your roll there, Anna. And you are not hearing anything or seeing any traps.
Okay, I open it.
Okay, opening the door reveals a much larger room, and in the middle of the room, you see this wooden armor stand in the middle, and there's no armor on it. However, hanging from the stand itself, you can see a faintly glowing longsword that has been stabbed into the wooden armor stand. And at the base of the stand lies the skeletal remains of a hand. And you can see all kinds of dried blood stains surrounding the hand. And as you move in closer, you can hear the occasional echo of a distant voice. And as you look up, you see several 10-inch long, 5-inch wide vents in the ceiling.
Okay, what did you say was in the ceiling?
You've got furnace vents in the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you know, as you're standing under them looking up, you can tell that that's where the distant voices are. Unfortunately, you can't make out what the voices are saying.
Okay. Anybody have comprehend languages?
Oh yeah, give me a minute.
Well, before you do that, um, it's not like it's a foreign language or a different language. It's muffled.
Okay.
But being in the ceiling, they could lead up to the surface of Waterdeep itself.
Well, that's interesting. Can anybody identify the sword?
Yeah, we can identify it, no problem. Assuming we get it and like don't die. Mysterious glowing floating sword just like does not sound.
Well, it's hanging from the armor stand.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
like it's
I was thinking it was like floating there.
Right. It's like stuck in the armor or something?
It's actually stuck in the wood post.
Yeah, right. Stuck in the stand. So somebody stabbed it into the wood.
Correct.
Well,
Can you mage hand it out?
yeah, probably. I'll try.
Yeah, you cast Mage Hand, and your magical hand goes over, and it takes a little bit of effort, but you are able to get the sword out of the wood.
Okay. Pull it out. Bring it over to whoever's gonna.
Who wants the honor of identifying?
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Give me 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Okay, you identify it. It's a quality sword. Um, the magic that you're detecting from it appears just to be this faint light spell, and it casts light. It sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Cool.
Alright, so it's a longsword enchanted with a light spell, basically?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. We got something we can sell. Put it back into the, do we have a... Yeah,
Bag of holding.
yeah, Avara has a bag of holding, I believe.
Yep.
Okay,
You want to put it in
Avara.
there?
How are you all putting the sword in the bag of holding?
Let's wrap it up in some kind of cloth or something first, so it doesn't stab a hole in the bag.
Don't look at me. My clothing is far too fine to wrap around a sword.
I'm holding the bag.
All right. Hold on.
So are you going to do the wrapping, Anna?
Yeah, I guess I've got some stuff. I'll take like I've got a traveler's clothes. Probably comes with a cloak, so I'll do that.
Okay, so you're going to hold the sword by the handle and wrap the cloth around it, and then let go of the sword and put it in the bag of holding, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sorry, Anna.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. You
He
have.
was laughing way too much.
I was thinking I should have just used the mage hand to hold it while I wrapped it up.
the That would have been smart. Um,
Yeah.
you are holding the sword, you're wrapping it, and you get the cloth down around your hand, and you're holding the sword by the blade,
Oh shit!
and you cannot pull your hand off the sword pommel.
I realized what it was just now.
Would the identify not have said that?
Uh, Not in 5e.
What is
It
it?
doesn't even tell you things that are cursed.
Seriously, I did not realize that.
Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, they modified the rules just a tad where uh, uh, to bring the curse in, to have fun with it, and but yeah,
Probably because ritual casting is so commonplace now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, in the older versions, you couldn't identify. I mean, you couldn't even identify stuff. You could only tell if it was magical. You had no way of finding out what it actually.
but no matter what you try, you cannot let go of the sword.
All right. Well, I guess.
Oh
I'll
well,
stick
that's
with it.
better than I thought. I thought it was a mimic.
I was thinking that too for a second, but then I was thinking.
As soon as she couldn't let it go, I was certain.
I was thinking either it was gonna be a mimic or it was gonna be. It was gonna make me try to kill all of you.
And Anna, that's going to you need two hands to fire a crossbow,
Yeah. Right.
which is going to be hard to do when you can't let go of the sword.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you
Mage
like?
hand.
You want to try and have him pry it out of your hand?
That's probably not a good idea. That could be worse.
He sounds like he's laughing again.
Uh, just a little bit. Uh, you all come over to Anna and you pry her fingers off the sword. And the minute you get the sword out of her hand, it teleports back into her hand.
All right. This is a long sword.
This is a long sword. And
Was it difficult to get it out of her hand, or and it just kind of pops back, or was it like a struggle to even get it out?
It was a little bit of a struggle to get it out.
So I guess I'll add a long sword to my inventory and use
I'm
that
gonna
as my.
throw one in the party sheet for you.
Well, after the next long rest, I can take care of that.
Oh, good.
You have two options to get rid of the sword, Anna. Remove curse or cut your hand off.
Yeah, I'll try the remove curse.
I can do that after a long rest because that's not one I have prepared.
Okay, that's cool. Thanks.
But there is
Yeah, we can do that. Yep.
I can do the hand chop off thing, but that's about it. The other one is not.
No, thank you. I can wait.
But
I can
hey,
make it look like you have a real hand, though. Just think about it. Illusion hands are all the rage these days.
Yeah,
They just also don't help with firing a crossbow.
Right.
It's about style, though.
absolutely. So, other than the sword and the skeletal hand on the floor that belonged to an orc who last held the sword, there is nothing else of interest in that room.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Does Galador have detect magic?
He does.
Good. I'll take that one off then.
I can
The-
ritual it, right?
Yes.
In the southern alcove, you can see the backside of a hidden door. And you can see that there's these two little eye holes where you can look. And, it's fairly obvious the secret door leads into the hallway there.
Okay.
here we were walking all that length around like a sucker.
Well, you know, it was Anna the one to skip the door in the first place.
My idea was just to open the door. I don't know. I'm not taking blame for this.
All right.
All right, off to the next door. Let's go to the little one
one.
that looks like it might have a little room.
Okay, yeah, you make it up to the other room, to the other door.
Which one are we going to?
This one I'm kind of standing next to.
Okay.
All right. Well, so as I'm walking down the hallway, I'm kind of muttering and whacking the sword against the wall.
All right, you stand in front of the door, and you want to check the door there, Anna?
Yeah.
And you're not hearing any sound or seeing any traps.
All right. I will open the door.
Okay, opening the door reveals a little 10 by 10 room, and um, you can see once again the back side of a secret door.
Okay. I'll go inside and listen at the other secret door.
And you are not detecting any traps, nor are you hearing any sound. Let me double check on the sound. Yes, you are not hearing any sound.
Okay, guys. Should we open the secret door or should we uh, go to one of the?
I mean, I vote for secret door.
Good enough for me. I'll open it.
Anna's never going to open another door. as,
I know there's something.
as you open
It
the
sticks to
door,
her other hand.
which
Oh my God.
opens into you, um, as you're opening it, you see a stack of old ceramic plates, and as you open the door, they fall and crash on the ground, and you've got the sound of the plates cracking echoing through the halls. It has triggered an alarm.
Okay.
And you see that it opens up into a another hallway that goes up into a much larger room.
All right. Well, I guess let's go check it out. Yeah, I'll send my bat in first. Have him.
Okay, your bat flies in and checks out the big room. And let me do some unmasking. And through the bat's eyes, you see three stone statues facing east. These statues are 6 feet tall, and they depict male nobles that are dressed in a decorative plate armor. And you can see laying at the base of the center statue are the bones of a long dead hobgoblin and a white wooden staff that has been broken in half.
Okay. I guess we'll investigate the statues and check out the rest of the room.
Okay, as you get closer to the statues, uh, you can see that carved into the stone base of each statue is a name written in common. And I'm going to cut and paste those just so I don't have to pronounce them. And you can see that the names have been crossed out with chalk, and new names have been added in Goblin.
Okay.
I swear, if my name's not on there, then we need to really punish these guys.
Oh, right. That's what you told them to do?
And the Goblin
No,
names,
but you know,
the Goblins have renamed them Smelly Bottom, Stupid Skull, and Born Toothless.
So they did good.
yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Typical names for this adventure.
Sure.
If they made a statue of me, anyways, it'd probably be made out of excrement or something.
And the only, other than the statues and the hobgoblin bones, you do have the white wooden staff that has been broken in half.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down and cast detect magic ritually.
Okay, you can detect the faintest lingering trace of magic within both fragments of the staff. However, being broken, it's really hard for you to be able to tell what the staff does. But looking at both ends of the staff, you think it could be repaired with a mending spell.
Yeah, so I got that spell. So I'm gonna put the staff together and mutter a little incantation, rubbing my thumb around the broken area and have it sealed shut and see what I can determine.
Okay, and magic. Very rare. And what's your class?
Wizard. Illusionist school, if that matters.
That'll work. Um, you're re-identifying it, correct?
Yep. Once I got it kind of like fixed up and it's radiating magic, as long as there's no nobody kind of pressuring me to move on forward, I'll take 10 minutes to cast identify as well.
Okay. you manage to bend, and it mends nicely, and your detect magic identifies it as a staff of charming.
Cool.
That sounds nice.
And it would look something similar to this, except it's white.
Awesome.
Fancy.
Do we know how many charges it has?
Well, we probably have to attune to it to really kind of.
Oh yeah, do they like have charges per day or something in this?
I would assume so, but I assume it requires attunement.
Yes, it does require attunement.
All right, well, I'll just kind of hold on to it and be like, all right, well, next time we get a moment to rest, I'll do that. But for now, I'll just hang on to it.
Okay, and I'm going to throw that in the party sheet here in just a second.
As long as there's no objections.
Fine with me.
Does nothing for me. If only
Okay.
we find a nice axe or warhammer.
You do, the staff of striking is now in the party sheet.
It's a staff of striking.
Charming.
That was a staff of charming.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Damn it.
We don't have an axe or a warhammer, but you can have a sword, a nice glowing sword.
Okay, staff of charming is in the party sheet.
Oh, a staff of striking would be really nice.
And
Extra
yes,
force
the staff of charming requires attunement by a bard, cleric, druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
You didn't identify it, by the way.
I did identify, yeah.
No,
Cast
he
identify.
didn't identify that.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was pulling it up out of Rob Tui. Just to take a look, but I'll bring that over. I wouldn't be opposed to selling it if that's something we want to do later. But for now, I think it's
Make
better
use
than my
of it while we
normal
got it.
staff. Yeah.
Yeah. Might run into something that you can charm with it.
I'll take my normal, like, just pure white staff that I kind of had, and I'll just ask to put it in your bag of holding for the time being.
You gotta open up the bag.
Whoop.
And you can see at the far end of the hall there are some steps, and there is another exit to the room to the west.
All right, I'm gonna send my bat over to this hallway and see what he sees.
And going down the hallway, it continues, and you see two doors, one to the north, one to the south.
Okay.
You need an ethereal bat that can go through doors.
That would be cool. Should we go check out what's behind the doors?
Let's do it.
And as you all move further into the hallway, you can see fresh blood drops on the floor.
Okay.
And it looks like, just judging by the conditions and the track, it looks like they were coming out of the door.
Any signs of goblin?
No, and you're no longer hearing any kind of faint echoes of a goblin fight.
Okay.
Oh, did the girls wipe out our
Well, there was more goblins than just the ones that we found. But I'm checking both the doors.
Okay, you actually rolled pretty good that time. You're not finding any traps or any sound.
Okay, guys, north or south?
All right, pick one. Let's do it.
Let's go south.
Okay. Opening the door, you can see. Make sure those are human. You see you see 4 dead humans in the room, and there are 5 dead goblins in the room.
Okay, so recently dead, I'm assuming?
Yes, they are very recently dead. You can see 8 bedrolls that have been spread out on the floor.
Oh.
There's a couple of battered and rusty oil lamps also on the floor lighting the chamber.
check them off for anything worth money?
Is this another group of adventurers that came down here?
Well, I should still have detect magic up too, so if anything's magical, it should glow. Actually, no, it would be gone by now because I cast Identify on the staff, and it only lasts for 10 minutes, so it should be gone.
Okay. As you're examining the bodies of the dead humans, you can see that they're all wearing disguises where they're made up to look like they're vampires.
Okay.
Did we stumble into Twilight?
I shake my head and I just look at them and I'm like foolish, and I have this illusionary mustache that's really big.
Um, yeah, none of them are glittering, so. And let's see. Searching the dead disguised human disguised vampires, you do find a whopping total of 7 gold pieces.
Hey, it's something.
Hey, it's basically our payment to get down and up here or something.
Okay. What about their items? Do they have anything, like...
There's no magic items. They've got.
Okay.
We need
They
to find
got
an item
weapons and stuff,
permanent
right?
to take magic.
They do have scimitars and light crossbows.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure that this wasn't like something really weird and then somebody forgot to put weapons, like on some kind of elaborate trap.
And you know, you could throw a history, or I'd even take an insight check to see if you know anything at all about why people would be dressed up as vampires. You have heard tell of a gang called the Undertakers that for some ungodly reason, decide to dress up as vampires.
Well, that makes me feel better that we got them killed. That they were not good people.
Yeah, and yeah, you're fairly sure that this is like the sleeping quarters of there's always bandits in the Undermountain and so forth, and you figure this is just one of the gangs that have been down there.
All right. I'll listen by the next door.
Okay, you are not hearing anything, nor are you finding any traps.
Okay, open it.
Opening it reveals a long zigzag hallway that ends in a dead end.
And there's nothing there.
Correct.
Okay, back to the other door.
Okay, opening that door reveals a small corridor with another door. And once again, you see fresh blood trail coming out.
Okay, I'm gonna investigate again. Whoops. That's weird. I accidentally clicked on the stat block on my investigation thing, and it changed it from uh, change it to the different stats. What stat is it supposed to be? Is it wisdom or intelligence?
I know what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Investigation is intelligence.
Okay. Cool.
And you are not hearing anything nor seeing any traps.
All right. I'll open it.
And you find more undertakers dead, and you see more dead goblins, and the entire northern wall is one large stone fresco depicting a rugged mountain hollowed out with caverns containing tiny sculpted figures of dwarves. And behind the mountain, you can see carved rays of brilliant sunlight fanning out to the edges of the wall. And beneath the fresco, carved into the floor, you see a recessed stone tub that's 8 foot long, 4 foot wide, and 2 foot deep.
Okay.
And let's get you to make a perception check since you're closest to it, Anna. Looking at the tiny dwarf figures, okay. You can tell that one of the dwarf figures is actually the top of a stone key, and it's been slidden down into this cavity.
Okay. I'll try to take it out.
Yeah, you sure can. And I'm going to throw a stone key into the party sheet now.
Okay. Check out the rest of the tubs. See if there's anything else of interest.
Okay.
While she's doing this, I
Yeah,
want
go
to
ahead.
just cast Detect Magic as ritual.
Good idea.
I'm actually
Okay.
more curious about that hallway. I wanna go take a look at that hallway later, the dead end one. But while she's doing that, I'll just kind of sit there and
Yeah.
ritually cast it.
Okay, yeah, you're not detecting any magic. Inside the stone tub, you find a set of thieves' tools and enough equipment that you're able to put together an explorer's pack.
Okay.
And along with them, you are finding. I'll convert all that to gold. And you're finding 220 copper pieces, 91 silver, and 85 gold, which works out, fuck it, I'll round it to 97 gold pieces. So you found 104 gold pieces total in this little section. And there is there is also a silver ring that is engraved with dwarven symbols.
Ooh.
And it's not glowing or anything?
It is not glowing.
Cool.
Aw.
And he checked out the other the other room and the other hallway and all that.
Yeah, like once I have a quick look-see, I'm going to come down here, and then I'm going to come over here, and just kind of scope it out while they're like doing that, and just make sure nothing kind of pops up. But I'm not really doing any kind of investigation. I'm just kind of scoping.
Does the dwarf want to take a look at the ring?
Yeah.
You are able to instantly recognize that these symbols engraved on it are commonly associated with fertility and sexual potency.
She'd put that on.
Okay.
And that is all that you find in the room. And Nilphanus, you go down to the end of the corridor, take a good look around, and every indication that you're seeing that it is truly a dead end.
Okay. I think probably before we go to the stairs, might be a good idea to take a get in one of these rooms and barricade the door.
I'm still good to go. I've got lots of spell slots left.
Okay.
Yeah, so do I.
All right, then let's go.
Remember, one long rest per 24 hours.
Yeah, and I just had a short rest. I got almost all my spell slots.
Okay, cool. That's fine with me.
Okay, you go up the stairs and you see a long corridor, and down the hallway there is a branch to the west.
All right, I'll send my bat down the hallway again.
And your
That's getting
bat
some
flies
exercise.
down the hallway, and you see that it ends in a stone door.
None of these walls or anything are glowing to me.
No.
Oakley dokley.
All right, now I investigate at the door.
Okay, you are not hearing. Let me double check and find out where. Uh, you can hear the sound of a couple of goblins in the room.
Okay. Hey, Elf Lord.
And, you know, even though you don't speak goblin, you're able to pick up on the inflection of their voices and so forth, and they sound happy.
Okay, cool.
And opening that door, you see a. Oh, this is funny. Um, you see this throne. Um, okay, first of all, this room has got a much larger ceiling than the majority of the dungeon that you've been in. And you can see it's a 70-foot high vaulted room. There's these marble steps that are leading up to the dais, which stands a large high-backed throne. And the throne is made of these interwoven bleached bones. And um, at the end of the armrest on the throne, it's carved to resemble a fanged snake. And you can see there's these empty torch buckets along the wall, and in the middle of the room, you can see the bone skull and rotted leather wing flaps and the stinger of a wyvern intermingled with shards of clear crystal. You see more dead bandits. You see more dead goblins. And there are three. Let me get some tokens for them. And there are three goblins in the room that are battered and bloody, but still alive, and you know, they're jumping up and down. Um, this door there in the northwest uh, is open, and you can see that it's leading into another room. And the goblins are happy, you know, they're celebrating their victory. And at this point, they're still unaware that you're there.
Okay, so are they gonna go? Do they look like they're about to head towards that door?
No, they're clapping each other on the back and starting to bandage their wounds. And
All right. Well, I think the Elf Lord needs to be the one to decide whether we go in or not.
All right. Well, with a quick minor illusion, I'll have my eyes flare with that dark green, blackish sort of flame that I've been using on them this entire time. and just have my eyes flare up as I move into the room. Now I still have detect magic. Is this throne emitting any kind of magic?
The throne itself. Yes, you are detecting magic from it.
Okay. Well, then maybe I won't sit on it right now. Is it? Is there a? Can I see a school of magic from it? Like, is it like evocation or something? That if I sit on it, a fireball's gonna explode up my ass or something?
Uh, Evocation, yeah, that would probably be a good one.
All right. Well, maybe I'll step a little bit further away. I'll just kind of walk over here and kind of look imposing and kind of surveying as everybody else kind of follows me because I'm going to need Nilphanis to translate.
Yeah.
And as you step in the room, the goblins see you with your flaring, glowing eyes, and they immediately run toward you in a non-threatening manner. Where is my goblin? Let's get rid of the blood.
The blood stains run to you. This pool of blood runs at you.
And every one of them just starts going around in a circle around you, and they're all smacking your ass. And then they bow down before their master.
Where's Nilphanis?
He's hanging out in the hallway.
We need the royal translator.
I'm here to translate.
Yeah, and the goblin said, we did what you said. We have conquered the dungeon as far as... I'm sorry, I need to unmask that. There is a door to the north there. We have unmasked the majority of our... shit. We have completed our mission. We have freed the dungeon in all areas that we dare go.
All right. Good job, guys.
And they all turn and they start jumping up and down and their touching their tongues, and then they bend over and start wiggling their full moons.
Yes. Well, since I don't
And
have comprehend languages now, I'm just gonna let Nilphanis do his thing.
And they stop touching their tongues and start touching their toes.
All right.
Simon says with
And
Well,
they proceed to quite excitedly tell you the story of, they encountered the Grells, and they started, you saw the dead bodies, and they decided to go another way. And they have went as far into the dungeon as they dare. And they talk about rumor. They've been in this area of the dungeon before the Undertaker showed up. And there's always been a rumor of great evil through the northern door. And that's as far as they dare go.
Maybe we should reward them.
They have done well.
What
So-
should we give them?
Well, I'm more interested about going into these other doors than I am dealing with goblins anymore. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
yeah,
You should
let's.
still give them words of encouragement and send them to their kingdom.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So I'll just kind of start. I'll start speaking.
use
Just
your
to have
illusion.
Nilfanis translate. And for now, I don't know.
Hey, use your illusions and tell them you're giving them more power, and then.
Well, I'm thinking
send them
about
back.
like once we get out of the room, I want them to sit on the chair
Oh, okay.
because I'm curious to find out what happens, but I don't want to be in the room when it happens.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
yeah.
just promote one of them to a leader and say, "Hey, that's your throne now."
Yeah.
That's what
right.
I'm thinking about doing, but I want to move over to another room first.
Yeah.
All right, so while I'm talking, I will ask the other party members to secure the doors, either like the ones on the side, maybe not the northernmost one first, so that we can retreat to it. And then I'll focus my attention more on praising the goblins for their very courageous and mighty victory that they have had over their oppressors. And as such, I'll change my eye flare so that it moves to the eyes of the serpent on the chair. And then I guess Anna's checking out that door and going to open it for us, and I move towards it. I tell them to that they should claim their throne and secure it in my name. And then I kind of like duck around the corner.
I will relay that information.
Okay, as you duck around the corner and that door was open, you can see that there's a long table in the room. It's got a bunch of chairs around it. There's a couple glowing oil lanterns hanging from the chains above the table. You can see a small crate and a couple of backpacks. Meanwhile, the goblin, they come up to the throne and two of them start checking it out, and the bigger one pushes them out of the way, and in goblin you hear, I'll sit on the throne, and the goblin plants his rear end on this velvet seat cushion and puts his arms, and he's striking that kingly pose, and the serpent armrest animate, and they strike into the goblin. And yeah, the goblin's screaming, and he's got these bone snakes gripping him and biting into him. And he's screaming, and the other ones are trying to pull him out.
Now I feel bad.
I'll kind of tell Nilfanis to tell them that he has been found wanting of leadership.
Who's
Like
been
it.
found wanting a leadership?
The goblin who's being eaten by that chair.
You chose poorly.
You have been weighed and measured. But they managed to get it off, and it's pretty obvious that he took the damage from the snake bites, but he's starting to show signs of maybe being poisoned.
I feel bad about this now.
I don't really. They killed humans.
Yeah, I know, but
Even before, and I'm not including the bandits.
I know.
Yeah.
And as they pull him off, the goblin drops to the floor. And let's see. And he suddenly just stops moving.
Paralyzed, probably.
Yeah,
Or
he probably took a heavy dose of poison. And the snake armrests have reverted back to their original position and are no longer animated.
I'll ask, and assuming Nilphanis will translate what I say, I'll say you must choose a new leader to rule this level of the dungeon.
but don't tell him to sit on the throne, please.
What happened to the smallest?
He must have died in the fighting. Are these
I take another. I look around and identify another small goblin.
You're identifying a goblin?
I'm looking for another small one to be the next leader.
The next you have one dead goblin from the snake, and of the two that's remaining, one of them is much smaller than the other.
We'll go with that.
And
I tell him to sit on the throne.
the goblin's kind of looking at you with a little bit of distrust, and
Why?
yeah, well, he might be excited about the promotion, but he's kind of worried that you're going to have him sit in the throne.
Nah, he can do it. I'm not really interested in those goblins anymore, so whatever Nilphanis wants them to do. Otherwise, they're free to.
He doesn't need to sit on the throne.
The goblin is much relieved, and he strikes that kingly pose and's got the, who's the MMA fighter that struts? And he starts barking orders to the other one to follow him, and they proceed back down the way that you all just came from.
All right, cool.
They're the regular odd couple. All right, let's continue on.
Okay, let's search the room that you're in first.
Yes, search the room. What can we get?
Okay, from the looks of the room, you figure this was just a resting area or a common area for the undertakers, and on the table in the small crate, you find 3 disguise kits, and in the 3 backpacks, each one of them is stuffed with 11 days worth of rations.
So 33 days of rations. Might need that.
And they're in the party sheet now.
Put them
And
in the bag.
searching the goblins that were dead. Um, you find 25 gold pieces and a tiger eye gemstone. It's a golden reddish brown gemstone that's got a silky luster. And it's in the party sheet as well. I hope. 3 tiger's eye. Let's try that again. Okay, let's go. That makes it 175. And the tiger's eye, that's just 1. Okay, that's in the party sheet. I think I duplicated the gold, but it's alright. So, you have a door to the north of you.
Alright, I'll investigate.
And you are not hearing any sounds. And do you mind if we take 10 minutes here before we open that door?
Sure.
Alright, thank you. I've got to take a bathroom break. See you in 10, guys. No, I'm back.
Yep, me too.
Same.
We'll give Sean a minute.
I'm back.
All right, are we ready to open the door?
Do it.
Let's do it. And Anna, you didn't hear anything or see any traps.
Okay.
And opening the door reveals a long corridor running east to west. There is a hallway leading to the north and to the east. You see life-sized granite statues of human warriors, and they're all facing inwards, and they're standing atop two rows of pedestals that run down through the hall. Um, the ceiling of this hall is 20 feet long, and I'm sorry, it's 20 feet high. It's an arched ceiling, and you have a little bit of a difficult time seeing the actual top of the ceiling due to all these thick cobwebs.
Okay.
And yeah, the hallway runs east further than your dark vision allows.
All right.
And immediately in front of you, you can see there's 6 pillars, and they've got these tiny little indentions all over them.
Hmm. Do they look like they might be shaped something like that key that I?
It's a little hard to tell from the distance from where you're at.
Right. Okay. I guess I'll go into the room.
Okay. Walking up and looking at the pillars where these indentions are, you can see scratch marks and pry marks, and it makes you think that these pillars were probably at one point in time covered in jewels. But you can see where they've used daggers to pry them out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Somebody else has already been here and got all the gems. I'm gonna have my bat fly around, check out these two, check out the hallway to the north of us, and then the ones over on the.
Okay. The room to the north, uh, Inside it, you see a maggot-ridden corpse of a dead human laying face down on the floor next to a discarded scimitar, a light crossbow, and a money pouch.
Okay. Well, anybody who wants to, you can go get the money pouch. I don't want to go near that thing.
I might still have detect magic up. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I give it to you. You're not detecting any
Cool.
magic in the north room coming from the pillars, and
And those
nothing,
two,
nothing within range from the Hall of Statues.
Okay.
and those two squares up there, that means we can't go past that.
Correct.
Hallway.
Those are portcullises for a future dungeon expansion.
Okay.
Well, does anyone want to mess with that corpse at all, or are we just gonna bail? I don't detect any magic coming from it, so might not even be worth our time. All right, so onward.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we're gonna ignore it. Let's.
Sending the bat down the hallway. The northern end ends in a dead end, but it does continue further south. And you want to send your bat all the way down to the end. Another zigzag corridor with a door. And you're not seeing anything of any threat.
All right. Guess we go check out the door.
Let's do it.
Okay, you want to throw an investigation on the door there, Anna? No traps, no sound.
All right, I'll open it.
You'll never open another door. As you open the door, uh, skulls. They're humanoid, human, orc, goblin, but there are hundreds of skulls that start falling out of the room as you open the door.
Jeez. Okay.
And a rough count, there's got to be several thousand skulls total in this
Jeez.
little room.
Is the room bigger on the inside than the outside, or what?
Hey, I'm just reading it. I didn't write it. But
All right.
they were piled up to the ceiling.
What kind of
You'd be
skulls
surprised
are
how many
they?
skulls you can fit in a small room.
Are they goblin skulls? Human skulls?
They're goblin, human, orc, all different kinds of creatures.
All right. Well, I don't know. You want to detect magic or anything? I'll see if there's any other hidden door.
Well, I should still have it up. If not, we can
Yeah,
take 10 minutes to cast it again.
I'm going to give it to you for a little bit longer. Yeah, you are not detecting any magic. And Anna, the hallway that you're in ends up in a dead end.
Okay, I guess we go back
Let's see. Hold on before you move, Anna. Um, as you start walking back up the hallway, you do see something, a little faint outline of like a door.
then. All right,
So,
cool. I
yeah,
will leave this to.
looking at it a little bit closer, you do see that it is indeed a hidden door.
All right. Is there any noise coming from the other side?
No, ma'am.
All right. I'm gonna use. Can I use my mage hand to open it this time?
Get
Yes.
ready to catch everything that falls.
You use Mage Hand to open the door, and it reveals a 20 by 20 room. Um, on the floor, uh, roughly in the center, you see a green copper helm that's got a protected visor on the floor that's draped in cobwebs. And against the back wall atop this marble riser, you see a slender throne made of green copper and covered with cobwebs.
Okay. Where are the spiders?
And let's see. Your detect magic is going off, and it's leading you to a small hidden compartment in the ceiling.
I'll send my mage hand up there to try to
Well,
open it.
I'll highlight it. I'll highlight it with a minor illusion so that she can see it.
Cool.
And yeah,
Okay, it's glowing. The mage hand goes up and triggers the secret compartment to open, and you see a wand fall out of the compartment and land
Cool.
on the floor. And that is what was detecting magic.
all
All
right.
right. Have my mage hand pick it up and bring it over.
Okay.
Let's. Do we want to take 10 minutes? I'll identify this.
Well, it was already. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's just for. That was just for detecting. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll do that.
Okay, you spend the 10 minutes and you detect that it is a wand of secrets. Great for
Ooh.
finding secret doors.
Cool.
Which there seem to be a lot of in here.
Indeed.
And yes, if you the wand has 3 charges, and when you hold it and expend one of its charges, if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points to the one nearest to you. It will recharge 1d3 charges daily at dawn.
That's awesome.
And if you are interested, you can, a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard can use it as a spellcasting focus.
I don't need it for a focus, but if Anna wants it for, since it's kind of part of her repertoire.
Yeah, I suppose it'd be helpful.
Use it when you doubt yourself.
Right. Good idea.
Absolutely. And it's in the party sheet, and while I'm there, I'm going to give you a story credit for the Goblin Army.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because it was a creative solution. So, um, in all total, um, the goblins cleared out 3 rooms of Undertakers. And then you all defeated the Grill. So that gives you all 845 each.
Nice.
Awesome.
Goblin army for the win. Now only 4,500 away.
Okay, and as you all move closer to the statues, I really wish you could do custom icons for the token bags. You can see a couple of I need one more. You can see the carcasses of 3 giant spiders. They are very much dead. They're riddled with crossbow bolts.
Okay. Maybe the Undertaker's got.
They did have crossbows on them.
All right. I'll send my bat ahead.
Okay, the bat continues flying down the hall, and all total there are 38 statues, 19 in each row. Um, their nameplates have been either severely chipped or defaced, and as well as a lot of the features of the statues have been defaced and chipped.
How's the ceiling looking? Like, can we see the top of the ceiling? Like, I know you said in some area we couldn't.
It's lightly obscured by thick webs in places, but yeah, you can see the ceiling 20 feet above you.
Okay, I'll be keeping a glance up in there just because thick webs usually mean things coming from above, and just kind of like glance there and make sure that my dark vision doesn't like pick up anything that is moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping a close eye on the ceiling, you are not seeing any movement. And to the south of the bat, there is a hallway going south, and you got a couple doors in the hallway. Sending the bat south reveals a hallway with a door at the end.
All right. And let's see.
Let's clear them in order.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go. Are these statues gonna do anything when we walk past them? Skip them.
Yeah, at this point in time, they appear just to be normal statues.
I'm walking this way, just because I'm the smart one. I got this intelligence bonus.
You fall into a trap.
If I do, I want a minor illusion like the Looney Tunes kind of like fall, like sound and the, like the descent path. Like,
We're gonna sit there for a second and wave.
Maybe my illusionary self will, yeah.
Like Wile E. Coyote.
Hold up an illusionary sign that says, "Oh,"
Or yikes.
"Drat." Yikes! Yeah, yikes! Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay, Anna, you want to check the door, or did you? Okay, no sounds, no trap.
Alright, go ahead and open that.
Okay, you open the door and you see a empty 10-foot square room. Um, However, as you're opening the door, um, you see these apparitions appear. And just judging by their clothes and so forth, you think that they were adventurers.
Okay.
And they start coming out of the room, they're floating around, and they're not being threatening.
Okay.
As a
They
matter of
kind
fact, you're not even sure that they notice you, but they start roaming up and down the hallway like they're lost.
Okay.
Well, that's a mite creepy.
Absolutely. And they start branching their way out towards sections of the dungeon where you all have left the doors open. And it's just very erratic, very confused motion.
Okay.
And
So it was just their images or their ghosts or whatever, like in there, but there's no bodies or anything.
there's no bodies, nothing.
Alright. Search the room, I guess.
Hmm.
And yeah, you are not finding anything at all.
I'll just take 10 minutes if nobody minds to refresh the detect magic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so your detect magic is now back up and not
Yeah,
going
just to
off.
say that I did it. So you don't have to keep giving it to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're going to go to the north door. And Anna, you're not hearing uh, sounds or seeing any traps on the door.
Alright, open.
Okay, opening it reveals a sloping hallway. It's a gradual incline, but you go far enough and you're probably going to drop down anywhere from 10 to 20 feet from where you're at.
Alright, well, I'm sending my bat ahead to check it out.
Um,
And part way to check it out, too.
yeah, the bat flies down and eventually it, you're dropping about 20 feet in elevation. and the bat ends up in this room that's it's got a domed ceiling, and on the edge of the walls, the ceiling's 15 foot high, 30 feet in the middle, and um, you can see this large, I guess you would call it a puddle of sizzling acid that's floating above this statue in the center of the room. And it is an 8 foot tall statue of a four-armed fish monster. And in its web hands, it's clutching an ornate 1 foot square stone box with a lid and a keyhole.
Okay, I use my mage hand to bring that key from the dwarf tub and stick it in the.
Okay, you're gonna unlock and open the box while the statue is holding it.
Uh,
I'm
yeah, I mean,
literally asking.
I guess so. I mean,
Okay.
unless
That sounds good. I mean, what else can you do?
yeah, unless somebody wants me to not do that.
Unless you want to take it down and get it stuck in your on your other hand.
Right? No, no. I'm gonna use the mage hand to open the lock on the box and see what happens.
Okay. You are able to. The key does fit, and you are able to unlock and open the box. The acid above the statue and a puddle is probably, let's say it's a large pool of acid floating above the statue, but it doesn't fall, it doesn't move. It's you apparently didn't trigger the trap.
Okay. Is let's see.
Reach inside.
And
Yeah, can the mage hand reach inside and
who
see
did
what's in
the
there?
detect magic?
I did Galador.
Galador. Um, Galador, you're not detecting any magic while you're standing there watching Anna unlock the box and so forth. But when the lid opens, you're starting to detect magic coming from inside the box.
Okay, and just to be clear, when you said I didn't detect magic, I still can detect her mage hand, though, right?
Correct.
Okay. I just want to be sure there wasn't something weird going on. All right. I'll be like, reach inside and bring out the item inside. There's something magical in there.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And you're doing what?
Have my mage hand reach inside, find whatever's in there, and pull it out.
Okay. Um, you, your mage hand reaches into the box and it pulls out a dry, withered heart.
And it's radiating magic?
Yes, you are seeing an aura of necromancy magic around the heart.
Ew. Okay. All right. I will
Is
have
it
the
beating or anything?
No, it is not.
Okay, I have the mage hand take the heart like away down towards like the bottom corner over here to that corner. Is there anything still glowing inside the chest?
No.
All right. Bring it
Bring it
back,
back,
I
I
guess.
guess.
Okay, can you identify it?
I mean, I can
I mean,
try.
I can try.
All right, well, let's not get too close to it.
Yeah, put it
Yeah,
just put it on the floor
just put
right
it on the
there.
floor right there.
Yeah. Is there anything else at all in the chest? Can my mage hand feel if there's anything else?
Not that your
Not
mage
that your
hand is
mage hand
filling.
is filling.
Okay, good. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit farther away and let him identify it.
All right, identify.
Okay. Okay. Identifying it. It's a withered heart, and it's a wondrous item. It's very rare, and oh, that is nice wording. A creature that has a heart in its own body can attune to the withered heart, as if it was a magic item. When it does so, the withered heart switches places with the attuned creature's living heart, which effectively kills the creature instantly.
So it's a cursed item.
Uh,
Uh,
no,
no.
it's not cursed. It's just a different type of magic item.
Okay, so it's an item that nobody
It's just
would ever
a
want to
really
use.
stupid item.
Yeah, nobody would ever want to use it.
Absolutely, but hey, she is paying platinum for magic
Magic
items.
items.
Yeah, that's true. She can pay us for it. I
I
guess.
mean, you've
I
heard
mean,
of crazy wizards, so I
oh,
mean,
I
it's
mean,
not
it's
out
not
of the
out of the
realm of
realm of
possibility they would
possibility
do
they would do
something like
something
this.
like this.
Right. Yeah.
So
All
I'm
right. So
This
going to
this
throw
Hauser
it
seems like
into the.
he's probably a few marbles short.
Oh, very much so. So you now have one withered heart.
Well, actually,
Eh.
it's my second.
Oh, you've been married before, huh? Sorry. Couldn't resist.
Well, you wouldn't be wrong.
I'm teaching some neighborhood kids. They're 10 and 12 to play D&D along with their father as well, and we're doing a tabletop game, and we're running the Lost Mine of Philander, or however in the hell you say it. And at one point, they were just down to the goblin females left in the cave. And, the kid said something like, well, they're not going to do anything. They're women. And his
And
dad
his
looked
dad
at him and
looked
was
at him
like,
and
it's clear you don't have any clue about women.
yeah.
If somebody said that, I would immediately be running out that door. That's like Han Solo when he goes, I have a bad feeling about this. I'd just be out that door.
Absolutely. And like all new players, the kid's playing the rogue from the starter set. And man, I want to kill everybody. I want to rob everybody. uh, I
I'm
love
worried that's where my home game is going.
Oh, they all end up there eventually. Okay,
Yeah, I'll investigate the door here.
yeah, you are not hearing any traps or any sounds. And opening the door reveals a hallway that ends up turning to the east. And sending the bat down reveals a much larger room with a door. You can see cobwebs that are covering these rows of old weapon racks, and many of them have collapsed under their own weight and age. Um, there's a door in the south wall that has a hand axe embedded in it.
Okay. Have the bat fly around the room, see if there's any, you know,
Yeah, you're
anything
not
we haven't noticed.
detecting any signs of danger.
All right, cool. Go inside, check it out.
And yeah, at the age of the few weapons that are on the racks, they're of no value. Really, the only thing that sticks out as a little strange is the hand axe embedded in the door.
All right, I'll investigate that. But I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah, you're not hearing any sounds coming behind the doors and no traps.
Okay. I want to detect magic on the axe and see if it's magic or anything.
Well, I think I should probably have it up.
Yeah, you're not detecting anything.
All right. Okay, so open the door.
Okay, behind the door opens up into a little 10 by 10 square room, and in the center you can see a 1 foot thick, 5 foot diameter stone sharpening wheel. And you can see there's a stone pedal that if you were to push down, you're figuring it would cause the sharpening stone to spin.
All right. I'll push on it with my mage.
Yeah, it's really hard to push down, and you can only push it down like about halfway, and you're sure that the mechanism under the floor has probably just seized up with age.
Okay.
Can I take a look at over here and see if there's like any kind of mechanism that might have fired an axe towards that door?
Um, yeah, you sure can. You're not seeing anything that would have flung an axe, and Anna actually looking at the axe in the door, it appears ordinary.
I'll try to pull it out.
Yeah, it comes out freely.
I'll hand it over to Anna while she's at the sharpening
Mm-hmm.
thing, and I'll ask her to sharpen it.
Well, wait a minute. Who was the one that wanted an axe earlier? Was that Avara?
A hammer, I think.
He was get a
Magic,
hammer or an
preferably.
axe. Here's well, this is the first axe we've found, so you can do the.
Yeah, you're a forge cleric. You're probably sharpened plenty of axes.
Yeah, go try and see if you can sharpen it.
And as you
Why are we trying to sharpen?
To
As
see
you-
what happens.
just because there is a solitary axe here and then there is a sharpening stone.
Yeah, something's gonna happen.
No matter how hard you try to get that wheel to spin, it
I cast mending on it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
okay. Didn't see that one coming. Um, yeah, you cast mending and the wheel starts to spin and you're able to sharpen the axe. And it sharpens up really nice.
Okay.
Well-
normal.
You got yourself a nice sharp axe now. You're welcome.
Okay. So, and we don't see anything else in the area.
You can use it to cut off your hand.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm
And
not quite that impatient.
yeah, you're not finding anything else of interest in the room.
You need to find like a rust monster or something.
All right.
Okay. Um,
All right. I guess this is the last one. So,
and give me just a second here.
God, I thought for sure there was something with that.
well, we could go back and use that wand of secrets, but
Well,
Uh,
nothing's going magic. I don't know. Like, but I mean, so I thought it would be weird, but I don't know. Maybe there was something that wasn't magical that sharpening that axe would do.
They have a note. Although its presence might be mistaken for a warning, the hand axe is ordinary and signifies nothing.
okay.
Sometimes a hand axe is just a hand axe.
Okay, Anna, you're standing in front of two double doors, and you can see that there is a rune on the door.
Can anybody read it?
Is it like arcane?
Yes.
Want me to drop one in the tower? See if I can read it. I did anyways, just in case.
You're gonna have to get up here next to the door, though.
I'll get closer.
Get all the way up there.
I did an Arcana check.
Um, I'm going to say you're studying the rune. Yeah. Anyway, you're studying it, trying to figure out what it does, and it it it's a very old style of rune, and you're not really able to figure out what it does.
Okay, well, at least it's not an explosive rune or something like that.
Unless it's an old explosive rune that I'm not familiar with.
Well, no, if it was, it would have blown up when we read it or tried to read it.
Yeah, out in
That's true.
game for a moment. At times you are going to encounter elder ruins, and it talks about with years of study, if you can cast the symbol spell, you can learn how to do them. And Hallister has spent lifetimes studying the Elder Ones and inventing new ones. So,
Well, just like the other rune that I kind of wrote down in like one of the first rooms, I would have kind of traced that into my book to see if I can research it.
Yeah, good idea.
okay.
Just because I would find it fascinating that it's a piece of knowledge that I don't know.
Yeah.
Or when you find the Cliff Notes version of Elder Rune.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know necessarily. Like Galador doesn't know that's an Elder Rune. He probably just thinks like, "Oh, this is fascinating. I don't know what this is," and then he'll kind of sketch it down, and then he'll pretend it means "come on in."
Okay.
Faerun's Dummy's Guide to Elder Rune.
All right. So I guess.
Hey, I'll write that book.
Yeah, good idea. I'll open the doors.
Okay, Anna, since you opened the door, I'm going to let you roll. If you'd roll a d6. Okay, and we've got 4 in the party. I'll roll a d4, and unfortunately, going left to right, it chose Anna.
Okay.
Sounds fortunate to me.
Anna, you are now immune to being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, and stunned.
Wow.
Wow, that's cool.
That is
And-
nice.
If you drop to 0 hit points, you are you stabilize immediately. So no
Wow.
death saves.
Cool.
Why do I have a feeling not all these things are good?
Each one of them has a bane or a boon effect,
Okay.
Oh wow!
which is why I had to roll the
Does that-
d6.
I suppose we probably wouldn't know. I was just about to ask, does that last for a certain amount of time? But we wouldn't know that. So
Yeah.
Now, this particular, let me make a note. Narth run. Had it went the other way, she would have had to succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or she wouldn't be able to regain hit points until a remove curse or greater restoration spell is cast upon her.
Okay.
all right, so it's a
So-
crapshoot.
Yeah. So it was. So I rolled. I rolled good then.
Yes, you did.
Cool.
And I need to.
But it can affect anybody in the group too, not just the person who opens the door.
The target is random. So I rolled a d4 and went on the characters. And unfortunately, Anna was second on the list.
Or fortunate in this case.
Yeah. Why was that unfortunate?
And what's behind door number 1?
She just became our tank.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't mind that.
And she can't drop her weapon either.
I know, right? It's like having a chain attached.
Yeah.
She can only be disarmed by literally being disarmed.
You can stab the morsely bits of food on the table from 5 feet away.
And if it does happen, that just saves you a spell slot.
Unfortunately, it'll be a while before I get regeneration.
If you do regenerate any person's body to part of their body to them, though, I want to be there casting mending over them too, and pretend I did it all.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Although potty time could be awkward.
Little bit.
And stunned. And that lasts for 24 hours there, Anna.
Okay.
And
It's better than a bunch of plates landing on you.
Yeah, definitely.
Or a curse sword. Yeah, I didn't realize that Identify doesn't show up curses.
I saw it today, and I even got on the internet, and it's like, okay, how do you identify a curse? How do you keep them from identifying? And
Yeah, it's one of those things that I always like check on, like as soon as a new edition comes out.
Yeah, I mean, if there's an identify spell that everybody can have easily, then there's really no way anybody can get cursed unless they're just really dumb.
But that was the whole point of casting Identify and stuff before you just try it on.
Yeah, I know. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's
But
but that makes
never
I
nobody
think
would
it's
ever
just
try it
to
first.
it's just to compete with the fact that we can cast Identify ritually now. Because that's a huge thing to cast it without a spell slot and just be like, hey, free Identify, no curse. Curses never exist anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they would just nobody would ever pick up a cursed item.
Though they could have probably made it non-ritual and then added that in. So
yeah, I'll paste the link in Discord that I'm reading. But it says most methods of identifying items, including the identify spell, fail to reveal such a curse, although lore might hint at it. The curse should be a surprise to the item's user when the curse's effects are revealed. Um, for a cleric, augury, divination, or commune might work in, like a house rule situation.
or like maybe legend lore or something. If you
Hey, does anybody have like an augury or something, some kind of divination spell that they can ask a yes or no?
not me, that's a cleric thing.
Okay, I'm alright.
Nah.
I was just wondering because then we could find out whether the answer that I got from that simulacrum was.
We'll find out one way or another.
Yeah, right. Okay, so what's behind the door?
Okay, I'm going to open the door and describe the room, and you all can decide if you want to continue or wait till the next game. But it opens up into a extremely large room, and pretty much the first thing that you notice are the 3 large manticores in the room.
Oh fuck! Can I close the door?
Close it!
Yes,
Close it up again!
yes, Anna, you can close the door, and you can see, looking around the room, there's large piles of torn tapestry and curtains, and they're intermixed with bones and broken bits of stone, and you're pretty sure that these are the beds for the manticores.
Okay.
You guys want to pick it up next week?
Hopefully, we'll have another party member then.
He can be in the boat.
You
I
want to
mean,
do
yeah,
next
if that's what people, if that's what people want, let's do it.
Either way is okay with me.
Works for me.
All right.
Yeah, I can do either. All right, so next week.
Next week sounds good. Thank you all for a great game. Thank you for the old fuck there, Anna.
Yeah.
Those things are ugly.
Of like 3 of them, I'm like, okay, 3 of them. I don't pack a lot of damage spells.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
You
Later.
have a great evening. And the best part is they get 3 attacks.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think we should run the other way.
So, all right. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see you same time next week.
Have a good one.
All
See
right.
ya.
Thank you. Bye bye.